Right, so we all know The Sims, you know, the really ridiculously popular franchise that some people have known from a very long time ago, and some people know the game from what it is now. But with EA owning the company and them being worth however much they're worth now, and of course they love to farm their games, such as FIFA, who has literally copy and pasted the same game every year, The Sims has a plentiful, massive array of games, from spin-offs to DLCs to standalone things to every port under the sun. We are going to be looking at Sims Castaway. With the only trailer that I found to be online, which is for some reason only 240p, which I'll make bigger now, with this quality in fact being this low, I have a feeling that this video sounds exactly like this. But hold on, actually, I'm talking about the DS version of Sims 2 Castaway, because for some reason there is no trace of it on YouTube whatsoever, and I can't actually get help with one of the things that is on there. That has actually troubled me for over 10 years. I have not been able to get past this point. Right, this is booted on an emulator. I do have a DS. Well, I have a DSi, and I have no idea how I'm meant to get this working for a video. So I'm just going to pick the most awful outfits they had the choice of. I do not understand, but I'll go for the one that I always had when I was younger, which was this weird little get up. And for some reason, that is a hat that you can put on, which is, I mean, it doesn't even, you don't even get given it after you do the thing, after you create your character. I got no idea why I called myself this, but I think I saw the word Chris, thought of Family Guy from TikTok, and then thought of a meme that is called In the Crib Watching Household Dude, and for some reason changed my name to that. After creating your character, your guy kind of just gets a little trolled by the ship captain pressing his horn, and then he gets human trafficked by Andrew Tate, apparently. I don't get how this works, but, you know, fall into a box, human trafficked to an island by mistake. You wake up on a beach, and you get given the worst tutorial prompts ever. Oh my god, are these dumb. You close one, opens another, close one, opens another, over and over and over again. I do not care about your tutorial. I've played this game so many times over the years, and even so, this is an awful tutorial design. Oh my god. After being taught how to eat watermelon, apparently that's something that you need to know how to do in this game, you get an arrow spawned on the floor which actually lets you go to the next area. And this game, this is like the slowest point and click adventure ever. I will show you what I mean. So I gave my sim some tasks, and I am fast forwarding the gameplay in the game because it is so unbelievably slow, and I do not want to craft my house at 2 miles an hour and then be there 10 years later and something's actually happened. You have to double speed everywhere because this guy is so unbelievably slow. Oh my god. As this was made on the DS era, there was a lot of, you know, slide to do these things type beat games, and it doesn't really work too well with a mouse, and you had to blow. You had to actually physically blow into your microphone or scream really loud to start a campfire, because that's just how those sort of like gimmicks work. There were so many of those for the DS and all sorts of games. So on the emulator, there is just a button that lets you blow into your mic. It just plays white noise, so the game recognizes that you're doing some noise. And I chose an option so you could use my actual mic, and it didn't work. So I just have a clip of me actually trying to set fire to something on with my actual mic. Oh, does this actually work? No? Okay, never mind. I know you have to blow into the mic. That's what you had to do on the normal DS. After successfully finding the button and actually getting a campfire started while pressing V, so actually, you know, get it to go, this is another part of the tutorial done, which is to set a campfire up. Time for a bit of exploring, and here's our first little mini game, which is dotted around the island, and there is tons of these, which is to hunt for bugs, where you just like spam click bugs on the screen, or if you're me, completely miss over and over again. Might have to, you know, do a bit of aim training for just hunting bugs inside of this game. Gave it another go, you know, speeding 2 times up to get the animation done, and then got all of them this time. And if you get like every single bug, it then spawns like a different bug, like it's a rarer one that you need for other stuff in the game. But yeah, more of this crap. Time to get into the real gameplay, and we're here to meet a lady. Yeah, apparently somehow there is more people that have been trafficked here, which is really cool. And then I don't get this. I ask her if she needs help from me, but why is there a man in a ski mask as the emotions or like the emojis? What is that about? I never understood that and got super confused. Is it meant to be like a ethnically neutral person? I'm confused. You could have just used any person. You could have used her face as a smiley or sad. Like, well, I don't get what that's about. Instead of being confused over what a face should look like, you were actually meant to go spearfishing for her and find a catfish. This is a simple mini game. Click the fish and stab it, and some fish you have to click before them because then the spear goes down and then it will get them, you know, as you can see, because I missed it because I didn't do it too far ahead or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I didn't catch any there. Right, time to catch ourselves some catfish, and as you can see they have a bit of a weird swimming pattern. No idea how I didn't hit that one there, but I guess we'll have to go and get another one. You got this fish that is pretty simple to catch because, you know, it stops, but these ones, they just have a weird pattern, and you can get them after a while. It's just a matter of getting used to how they swim. It is just as simple as this. It's another click mini game. After catching the catfish, you have to bring it back to this lady. I think her name's like Dr. Feelgood or something like that. Pizza place in England, apparently, you know. I think it's a chain. But yeah, she mixes it up in a little pestle and mortar. You know, 1, 2, 3, crank that at super speed, and then she dies. Well, she didn't die, but she wants more things, obviously, you know. I'm the new guy here. Give me all your stuff, you know. No, I got to deliver an item that I already had on me, which is nice, so I didn't have to go anywhere for that. Give her some berries, and then she mixes a whole fish and some berries crushed up into a paste. And how does that help you? Huh? Oh, no, you thought we were done? No, she wants more, of course, you know. Got to take everything whilst you can. Got the kids, got the house. Also need a bottle of water from somewhere, because, you know, I've got one of those on me. No, we've got to go and find ourselves a bottle of water. Somehow, I've got no idea, but let's go. So there's a box here that's always spawns here each and every day. It's right next to where you sleep or save or whatever, and it always has items in it that you know you can't get, and this time it turned out to be a radio. So you can place it down, and shaking it for some reason turns it on, and it blasts reggae of all things. I had no idea that Sims would even have this in their musical genre, but this is a Simlish version of Murderer, because you can hear it every now and again. It will play it and it's like reversed, but it still sounds like the same word. So this is technically Sim-ish copyrighted music, so I don't really want to play it too long. So the water bottle is just the other side of where you get the box, and then you have to go and fill it up with water, which is really simple because you can fast travel in this game to different locations, which is nice because otherwise it would take you weeks to walk everywhere, and then you just have to fill it up and then give it to the lady. But as you just seen, it turned nighttime, so she's instantly asleep. No chance whatsoever of me giving it to her just because she might have stayed up past her bedtime. Nope, out. She's completely out cold. Simple as that. Look, she's just asleep. What am I meant to do? After delivering the water to this lady, she somehow, after drinking fish paste with a berry and a bottle of water, so it's like a liquid I guess, fish paste and berries apparently cures all disease and allows you to stand again. But after that, in return, she gives you a hatchet blade, and then we have to go and make a hatchet which lets us progress. After making the hatchet blade, this allows you to cut down these vines, which is, you know, as you can see, one-handed throw that somehow boomerangs back allows you to cut down these vines that were blocking our path originally. There's also a second set of this that you get to cut down, but this leads to 2 new areas. After chopping down the vines inside of the Dr. Feelgood's area, I suppose you could call it, because these are all technically like little rooms, because it's like a little playable level that then you have to load into a new area, because obviously this is on the DS, so kind of had a few hardware limitations. We meet the chef man who's trying to get a peach. I don't know how that's going to really do anything, but yeah. Guess this guy's never played Animal Crossing before, because you could literally just shake the tree and things fall out. Kind of works the same IRL, instead you just get smashed in the face with a branch. And then we just have to hand it to him and then he's happy. And of course, after doing one nice thing for one person, they just want more! This guy now wants chilies, red and green ones, and he's also alluding to another person being on the island. Going back to where I cut down the other branches, this actually leads to where the other lady lives. She is the farmer woman. Yeah, but apparently she doesn't know how to do her own task. We go over and greet her and say hello as usual, and then when you offer her some help, she asks you to make a banana tree, or at least water one. That is what she's after, and I need to do this because I need this lady to give me chilies so I can give them to that man. So to do this task, we have to make a water carrier, which is obviously just a coconut and a bit of wood, and then that allows us to make a water carrier. We have to go fill it up, and then we have to go and water the banana tree that literally is sitting right next to our house. Whilst doing this task, because you have to do it several times, it turns out I could actually make a new house, so did that because I was like, oh, I like your base design, let me copy it. After copying our base design, we have to grab more water and then water the banana plant again, or banana tree even. Come back, the tree's grown, but unfortunately there is no bananas. I think I have to wait a bit longer and then I can shake it and grab some bananas and then finish the quest. Went for a little explore and found some mushrooms and a skeleton. You can actually just stain this guy's hat. I've been here however long, and the first thing I do is rob the man. Very nice of me. In the next area over, there is a coconut tree, also a pineapple plant. I thought pineapples took like 2 years to grow, apparently only a couple of days in this game. I suppose that makes it a bit easier. But there's also a broken bridge that you can repair. You need like wood and you need like a rope, and then you're done. So the tree's growing now, or I mean it's got like a banana on it. Completely shook it out of frame, which is cool. Nice bit of camera work there, me. And then I just have to give her the banana and she's happy. Went and made myself some ropes. I know that vines make ropes from the many years of experience I have at this game. I mean just playing it from when I was younger, because I had actually made it this far before. Who would have guessed, being an idiot child. And then, you know, needed an anchor, and that's proper easy to get, because you just go to the boat. It's sitting there. Somehow you can lift it and just put it in your pocket. Don't get how, but you can. Came back to my little primitive little stone crafting table. Made myself a grappling hook so I can get up to this like weird little area that's got a coconut tree and a telescope that's not actually made yet. I came back to the doctor lady because I wanted to get, you know, wood from wood, and I needed driftwood actually just to build the bridge to get across to the nether island. Yeah, needed to trade her sticks for wood. Don't get why that's a trade up, but it is. And then, you know, go and build the bridge. Finally on a new area now, and there's like this skull looking door, very very cool indeed. And then we've also got another area which is in a temple that you can explore, and this is like infinite money glitch, because if you could do this and then get off the island, you would come back here all the time and just sell all of these priceless artifacts that you can get for some reason out of here. There's another area here where you can, you know, grow some crops or plants and stuff, and then you can also make clothes, because, you know, you've got to be dripped out on a desert island with only 3 other people that quite clearly do not care. But yeah, that's basically all there is to this place. To chatting to the chef, and, you know, got his chili peppers after giving a lady a banana. The tree sort of just spawned next to her, and then I had to wait a while, and then it grew some chilies, and now I'm handing him over, and then he's going to do his little happy shake of the hands for some reason that he doesn't do any other time. And of course, with everyone on this island, you do one thing for them and then they want more. This guy now wants a custom fireplace built. Okay dude, like, I know how to do that. I've just washed up here and you want me to build you some sick next level fireplace. How am I meant to know how to do that? Turns out the farmer lady needs help as well. All of her crops are dying. I mean, you don't know how to grow a banana tree, which I did by just watering it. So I'm not surprised. Apparently she needs some antidote, and of course we know who to go to. We've got Mrs. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Feelgood. So we head over to Mrs. Feelgood. I'm very sorry, please do not cancel me. And we asked her about the antidote, or what's probably meant to be a pesticide. And then we ask her how it's made, and then she gives us a big long list of things to get for her. And since I'm such a pro at such a absolutely forgotten game that nobody cares about, I actually don't know how I had this, but I've got all of the bugs on me and could just hand them over straight away. Oh, wait a second, you thought we were done? No, of course she wants more things. You know, rather than give me a full list and get them all at once, she wants a load of fish. Bugs and fish turn into a pesticide. I mean, it probably could, to be fair. I wouldn't know, I haven't tried it. After a lot of googling and a ton, and I mean a ton of spearfishing, because I had no idea what fish I was trying to catch, it's this one here, yeah, after a ton of this, we finally have enough fish to head over to Mrs. Feelgood's and get our antidote, which is just more fish and more bugs, and then done. Apparently that works, but you know, we got it, and now we got to give it to Farmer Woman. We really needed to get this quest done because you need an item that you get from this, which is a shovel head and a shovel handle, which you then have to craft to then go over to the bloke, the chef bloke, and then build him his fire, because you need to dig a bit of a hole, I guess, for him, which you then actually have to light in order to actually complete the quest. I think that's kind of weird, because I don't know how many people would have thought about doing that, because, you know, they built the thing. Isn't that what you wanted? No, you also got to light it for him for some reason. So the farmer lady wants more things, and she wants a mango, which is on a completely different island, which I then have to go to the chef, ask him about a different quest to get a chisel off of him so I can make a boat, which I actually need a hammer for, which I then have to make the hammer and then come back and then carve the boat and go to the next island. Made it onto the next island, and I'm actually looking for a mango tree. This isn't it, apparently. You know, you thought it'd be the first thing you see. No, it's for some reason hidden off really far to the left, and you couldn't even tell it was a tree that you could shake, because I had to look it up where it was. I had no idea that this was the tree I was looking for. Hand it back over to her, and this is her final quest. You know, this is the last thing she actually asks for, and then you get to get seeds off of her, so I can buy a lime seed, plant it, grow it, and then hand it off to the chef man. There is actually another person on the other island, and this is probably the easiest person by far. This lady wants you to make her a bra, make her a skirt, then make her a t-shirt, dye that red, make her a flagpole, and then 1v1 her in music playing. So the chef wanted another fire made, which I built. You needed a metal pole off the lady when you 1v1'd her at making music, I guess. I needed to light it because I completely forgot to do that after I built it for some reason. I lit it, all done, and then now, finally, oh my god, this chef man is finally happy, and we can go and make some curry. Right, after making the curry, I had to grow 2 different plants to make this. Gotta cook it up, then give it to the doctor woman. She's happy. She gives us a final part of the map. We sort of, you know, commit end game and jump off of a cliff, but it's okay because, you know, Minecraft water block at the bottom, and then it turns out there's just a boat chilling underneath, and it turns out we can just leave. Simple as that. And then we're completely done with this game. This has taken me over 10 years to do, and I have finally finished Sims Castaway on the DS. Oh my god. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and thank you especially very much to my money havers for supporting the channel. Thank you Andrew, Grim, Luna, James, Perks and Francis. Thank you for letting me make videos like this that take absolutely forever. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you all for, if you're hearing this, watching all the way to the end. Thank you very much. Subscribe for more of this stuff, and I'll see you lot later. Goodbye.